I even cracked the visor of the camera. Probably you see a small mark like that. This is the second meal. Egg, rice with meat, and what exactly is this? I don't know. Looks like fried banana. But this meal cost, as I said, $2. Approaching La Paz is very interesting experience, as you can see. What a town. I'm going down on the first gear without any brakes because otherwise they will overheat here. This is one of those cities that you will like to visit and maybe buy some interesting things for your family. Basically a big salt lake in the middle of nowhere. Here was the car road many years ago. Salar de Uyuni, the biggest salt lake in the world, or I think it's the biggest one. But anyway, the reason we're here because it is famous. Also, the car road was crossing this lake. If you remember the situation where most of the guys got problems with the electronics because of a lot of water in the lake. It is the same situation today. You see a lot of water. So we do not plan to cross with our motorcycles because first it's dangerous, you can drown here the bike. Second, it's not good for the electronics. It's actually very bad for the electronics, and even though I travel with my professional mechanic, it's still not a good idea. A lot of things happened in the last few days, but anyway, we're in Bolivia now, Salar de Uyuni, heading to La Paz, and then from there crossing into Peru. Everything is alright. Enjoyed very much the last few days, even though I dropped the bike twice. Once in the mud, was not that bad. The second was over the handlebar in a very deep gravel. Luckily all went fine. I'm good, bike is good, no damages, no nothing. I have a pain in the left shoulder, but I guess it will go after a few days. But it was very enjoyable to cross the park in Bolivia. We entered from the southern part, from Chile, and then crossed this huge park, got elevation over 5,000 meters. Wonderful 2-3 days, fantastic roads, fantastic views. I even cracked the visor of the camera. Probably you see a small mark like that. I haven't got a spare with me, so this will be the situation until the end of the trip. But as I said, the last few days was wow, just fantastic. Anyway, conditions of the bikes, once again, no problems, no damages. Bikes runs well. We do the periodic maintenance. Last night we changed the oils for the last time already, so we have another maybe 5,000 kilometers to get back to Colombia, and then the trip will be over. But as I said, so much footage, so many interesting moments. Plamen also dropped the bike once, was very funny situation. One of the days was so muddy crossing mountains. We laugh a lot, so we enjoyed really this wilderness here in Bolivia. Probably is one of the best places to come and ride off-road, probably, especially with all of these peaks that we're going 4,000, 5,000, and the moment here is 3,600. But the last 2 days we haven't been on less than 4,400 meters above the sea level, which is also very hard for us, for the motorcycles, but a great experience. Another view from the lake to see what it is. Big white spot. And the town Uyuni, we spent the night over there. It was on the road, otherwise it's nothing really to see except this salt lake. Alright, this was the salt lake. Let's now hit the road to La Paz. We have 540 kilometers. Nothing much to film today. It will be basically road like this, views like this, until I get closer to La Paz. See how many different colors, one next to another, like a piece of art. Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, nomás.
Bien.
Sí.
¿Qué tienes? Agua, cola.
Con calma vas a ir.
Ah,
Con calma. ¿Cómo estás?
bien. A few very small towns on the road, nothing special, not even petrol stations. Local market. Petrol station. See what is the situation? More or less like Venezuela, exactly. This is Oruro, or whatever the name was on this town. Not really pretty picture again. A lot of traffic and garbage everywhere. So this is like a local market. We managed to fuel petrol, of course, like a foreigners on double price, but we still have to pay it anyway. At least now we have petrol, and if we can find a place to eat, it will be great. Yes, next stop will be La Paz. Oh, да, awesome. Everything looks like apocalyptic city, like after bombs or hurricane or some kind of disaster. I don't know. Като матрешка беше. Тук ще е. Ето го нашето място. Ето. Адвенчърите тук едат. So we stopped in this restaurant next to the road and we're gonna eat meal, soup and a second dish, bread, everything for $2 per person. Will it be tasty? I don't know, but the price is excellent. This is the second meal, egg, rice with meat, and what exactly is this? I don't know. Looks like fried banana, but this meal cost, as I said, $2. When I asked Plamen how was the food, the food is exactly like for $2. No taste at all, but it will do the job. And the next stop is gonna be La Paz, so we hope tonight in La Paz to eat something better, because this one was just nothing. Now on the highway to La Paz. Still free for motorcycles, good. Явно така се ходят жените, бе. Те носи. We are approaching La Paz. It's a very big city, very big. Look at now the massive size of La Paz. 2.5 million people, but not many tall buildings. I guess she's starting to start. Жива музика. Lot of restaurants on the right.
can see the cable car over there. Traditional clothes. Woohoo! And we just saw nothing. This is La Paz. Craziness, just craziness. It's very different from everything that I imagined, as you can see. Approaching La Paz is very interesting experience, as you can see. What a town. It is. And we're entering from very interesting angle. То разликата горе-долу сигурно е 500 метра денивелация. I'm going down on the first gear without any brakes because otherwise they will overheat here. It's a little bit noisy. I use the front brake time to time, but not all the time. Now second gear. What a colorful city, man. I've never seen anything like this before. Anything. I've seen many big cities overcrowded, but not positioned on such a steep hill. Влада, Russian car. Добре, само самото влизане и излизането от този град се струва, да ти кажа, че то някъде да видиш такова нещо. Изабела, там е Изабела. Хотел Изабела. Виж къде е табела? This is our Hotel Isabella. Alright. Hotel Isabella. What a journey. Голямо приключение. Най-голямото приключение в Гати града.
Now, the hotel. Absolute bingo. Probably the best that we got on the whole trip. Look at the size of the room. 2 big beds. Large size. Have a look at the decoration of the wall. It's real painting. And it's has a relief here. Wonderful. The shower is wonderful. I cannot show it to you now because plumbing is there. And we're on the top city center. Here you go. So now we're gonna just dress and walk around, go to see whatever is possible to see. Have a look at the shower. And plumber just said that the water has pressure and the drainage works. What a surprise. Look at the streets, man. Downhill, uphill, piece of art everywhere. I like it very much. And the shops and all of these souvenirs, wonderful stuff. Now we're going to the witches market. This is one of those streets that you will like to visit and maybe buy some interesting things for your family. Famous for pictures. And so colorful, so colorful. Colors are just too many because in the last 2 months we saw something different, and now is look at the walls. As I said, every corner is a piece of art. Пацо, интересно ли е?
Цветно.
Цветно.
Интересно.
Толкова много цветове не сме виждали 2 месеца, нали?
2 месеца толкова цветуща улица не.
Да. Check the prices of a few things. And they're, I'll say, symbolic, not like most of the touristic places where they charge you crazy amount just because you've been there. As I said, every street is piece of art. So you can spend hours here, hours walking around, checking everything.